Truth on the map, from reality shows to drama scenes. She's still in it all, no in between. Talking smack, that's the game. I'm Max here, throwing flames. If you want the scoop, come on in. She's the queen of the scene, let the fun begin. Movies, hard documentaries too. I'm Max, got the facts, breaking it through with a wit so sharp and a style so bold. Every story's hot, every truth retold. Talking smack, that's the way. I'm Max taking center stage today. For laughs and gasps, look no more. I'm Max talking smack, the truth's at the door. Smack documentaries too. A Max got the facts, breaking it through with a wit so sharp and a style so bold. Every story's hot, every truth retold. Talking stack, that's the way. A Max taking center stage today. For laughs and gasps, look no more. A Max talking smack, the truth's at the door.
Hello everybody, happy Saturday. I'm gonna do a sound check. I don't think I'm muted, but let me know if you guys can hear me. Thank you for being here. Grandma, yep, Queen Bella, SG, Karma, GP, woo woo, I'm not on mute. All right, thanks guys. GP, hey Mystery, Emmy, how you doing? Isn't that story about Hannah so crazy? I was like, holy fuck. Hey, K-Brace, fur baby. Hey, loving the laundry. All right. I think I saw Rockabit. Did I say hey to Rockabit? We'll be listening in bed. Well, thank you, and I hope you are comfy. It is Saturday night. It is almost Thanksgiving, so I hope you guys are ready. I finished cleaning my house today, Instacarted a lot of the groceries we need for Thanksgiving. But let me turn, I just got my, my gosh, I just got a new Apple Watch. I'm not trying to like brag about it, but I didn't know how to turn off the sound. Okay, we're good. Okay. So tonight just wanted to hang out, talk about some weird news stories that have happened in, most of them are going to be within the last month. One is a little older, but I think it's pretty funny. So hope you're ready. Thought we could use a little bit of a break from all the craziness and sadness, and just hang out. So let's get weird. Let's get weird. Okay, so how many people here have seen the show The Bear? Because I will say I haven't seen the show. I know it's really good. I know there's a lot of seasons, but it's really hard getting my husband into shows because they always either cancel it right when it's getting good or they go way too long, right? Oh, hey, Nanya. So I have not seen The Bear. I heard it's a good show. I know it gets all sorts of awards, but apparently in Chicago, there was a Jeremy Allen White lookalike contest. So, Jeremy Allen White lookalike contest held in Humboldt Park. So, I saw an Instagram reel. I think they're called reels on Instagram of all of the lookalikes walking down a line of people at the park and like waving and everything. Hey, Texas girl. Thanks for being here. T-Row. Hey, Zen. You watched The Bear with only the first clue. Yeah, it was hard to keep up. So, one thing is I love Maddie Matheson, so that's kind of the reason I really wanted to watch it. I don't know if you've ever seen his cooking shows, but they're hilarious. He's so funny. But yeah, so Jeremy Allen White lookalike contest. Okay.
Jeremy Allen White lookalike contest drew a big crowd to Humboldt Park today. The actor plays the main character named Carmi.
Okay, so I guess everybody knows what Jeremy Allen White looks like, right? Do I need to pull him up? Let's see. Jeremy Allen White. Okay, so this is basically who they were trying to look alike. So this is his character in The Bear. He's got kind of the long hair, you know, the greaser looking, I feel like, aesthetic. Some tattoos. So that was what they were going for.
In the Hulu series The Bear, famously set in Chicago. A few weeks ago, social media was buzzing about a different lookalike contest for...
Is it a Burger King crown? That would be hilarious.
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh no, they did a Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest.
That drew huge crowds in New York City. The actor even showed up to see his own doppelgangers, and it inspired an SNL sketch.
Okay, well, there you go. There is a, that's so funny. So a Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest for, well, I guess it's whatever he played in, right? You know, we don't know what's going on in here, freak's sake. There was a Jeremy Renner lookalike contest also. Holy crap. So obviously The Bear's set in Chicago. So I guess it just depends on where you're at, what's popular or what's based in your town. That's where the lookalike contest is. I want a lookalike contest. Well, not of me, but, you know, just one in my area. Okay, so that was a little bit shorter than I thought, but I did think it was funny. Okay, so this next story, so this was 6 months ago. So a little bit later. Okay. I know. I'm pissed. When are we getting the god darn memberships over here? Hey, Shally. I did get the ability for like shopping, but I don't have like a store to connect. We don't want stores. We just want memberships. Yeah, super rude. We want our freak snake and sink pasta emojis. Yes, we need our emojis. This reminds me of a video I just seen. Lady Gaga's body star was following women that look like her. Oh gosh, that's funny. Hey, Kate the Magnificent. How are you? My perks. I mean, I think so. Pretty sure I submitted for my perks. Okay, so this is 6 months ago. Strange blob-like sea creatures washing ashore across Southern California coast. Ugh. This might be weird.
Millions of small sea creatures are once again washing up on Southern California shores.
They look like tiny jellyfish, but they go by another name. KTLA 5's Orange County Bureau Chief Chip Yost is live at Newport Beach with the details.
Are you going to tell us the name, or are you just going to fucking leave us hanging? They go by another name, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. I don't know how a star came out. You have to submit? Well, I did a chat thing with like YouTube support, and they said it should pop up in a few days. So that's all they told me. No, I haven't. So there's like no. Okay, so I started out as soon as I got like the acceptance into the YPP or whatever. Supers were there right away, but there's like no tab. Yep. Okay. Send me a screenshot because there's no tab.
Yeah, Glenn and Lou, didn't take us long to find some of those little sea creatures. We were told that there were some at Southern California beaches, so we just picked Newport Beach here at random, came down and found some pretty quickly. Here's some video we took a little bit earlier. There are these things. You've probably seen them before. It seems every year or so we do stories about these little creatures showing up on the beach. You see they have what look like little sails on them. Well, that's because they...
Oh, those look weird. It's like a shellfish.
They float on the surface of the water and kind of get blown around by the wind. They kind of go where the wind takes them, and in this case, they've been taken along the beaches along Southern California. So they've been spotted all around the place. We talked to some of the folks at Davies Locker and Newport Landing, the whale watching folks. They were some of the first people to put the...
Holy crap, is that all of them? That is... Oh. See, this is why I don't like going to the beach. I used to hate going to the beach because of the seaweed. The seaweed just gives me the gag reflex. But then all these little fuckers, no.
Word out that these sea creatures were back. Here's a little bit of what they have to say about them.
So these are Valela. It's a fun scientific name for by-the-wind sailors, which they look like little jellyfish and they float across the surface of the ocean. They're normally seen very far offshore in pelagic waters, and often we'll see them maybe once a year, if that. And if you encounter them along the beaches, it's advised that you don't really want to pick them up because they are related to a jellyfish. They're actually more closely related to Portuguese man of war. It's not an individual animal. It's actually many animals, or what we call colony of animals, living together underneath that little sail. If you flip them over, you'll see tentacles, and those tentacles do have stinging cells or pneumatocysts that can sting your hands, but it's a very mild sting. So usually our skin is too thick for that sting to really penetrate. So technically you could, but we would advise, not picking them up if you do see them on the beach.
I mean, I guess I can see people like, ooh, this is kind of cool. But no, I'm not picking that shit up. Yeah, seaweed is gross. Fuck seaweed. I mean, sushi's fine, but... Except for I don't like raw fish sushi. I'm weird. I like, veggie rolls, but. I mean, I guess some of them are still alive. I know. So that is one thing why I don't like the ocean. It's basically space, but underwater. We don't know what's down there. It's fucking no.
Now, we're at Newport Beach by the pier, but there have been reports of these little guys all over the place, all over Southern California. So probably you go to any beach, you might run into them. For now, reporting.
Where is Steph when we need her? Has she seen this blasphemy? I think tonight's date night for her.
Live here in Newport Beach, I'm Chip Yost, KTLA 5 News.
All right, so.
All right, let's get this show started.
That was aggressive. So there was another. Okay, no, that wasn't it. Okay, so this was 8 days ago. So this is another fish that washed up ashore in California. but 8 days ago, and this is called a Doomsday Fish. So what we know about the elusive Doomsday Fish that washed ashore in California.
Happened again. For the second time this year, an oarfish has washed ashore in San Diego County. And to give you an idea of just how rare this is, over the past 120 years, less than 24 of them have washed ashore in the entire state of California.
This is how Allison LaFerrier found it, 9.5 feet long, in pretty good shape, just
I mean, the scales are kind of pretty in the fins, but
sitting on the sand in Encinitas.
I thought, wow, this is amazing. I can't believe there's one right here.
Allison spotted it last week while out here for a walk, an oarfish. Fortunately, she's also a graduate student at Scripps Institution of Oceanography, so she knew how rare and special it was.
Surfers tried to take it. They put it on their surfboard and they were trying to carry it away. I was like, oh, excuse me, it's a rare fish.
Some surfers are like, oh, this is ours. No, she's like, no, bitches, you can't just take those away. Are these fish causing a stench? Probably. I mean, a doomsday fish? That doesn't sound good. Yeah, yuck. Is this the Book of Revelation? Yeah, it kind of looks like Ursula's, like eels, flotsam and jetsam.
And some people are gonna come get it.
The fish was taken to the Southwest.
There's actually some people on their way to come and study this thing, so can you please put that down? Thank you.
Fisheries Science Center, where it will be dissected to try and figure out why it washed ashore.
Fish, like all animals, are gonna look for things to eat, comfortable places to live, mates, and food. And so my guess would be...
Did you see the way he said mates? He's like, mates. They have mates.
Swordfish is either looking for either of those things or maybe sick and kind of veered off course.
Back in August, another oarfish washed ashore in our county. This one
Are these
in
the
La Jolla.
surfers?
Researchers dissected it and ran some tests, but there were no obvious signs as to why it died. Although we don't see them often, oarfish are not considered endangered species.
They're actually the longest non-shark fish. They get up to 35 feet long.
Holy crap. That is freaking long. An oarfish, what's the other option? This fish. Hey, Roro, how are you? I want to know why it's called a doomsday fish.
Ben Frabel is a collection manager at Scripps Institution of Oceanography, so he knows a thing or two about oarfish.
They're a kind of open ocean, generally deep sea fish. They probably like to hang out closer to maybe 500, 1,000 plus feet underwater. So we don't encounter them that often, but occasionally.
Encounters are so rare that they're often called doomsday fish.
Why?
According to ancient Japanese legend, they only surface to warn of impending doom.
I think people have tried to associate encounters with these fish with kind of bad omens for humans and weather and disasters and such. I know researchers have looked, especially on the West Coast, and haven't found that relationship yet.
After scientists work on the fish this week, it will be added to the Scripps collection for other
The eyeball. Yeah.
experts to study in the future. In La Jolla, Steve Price, CBS 8.
In La Jolla, that's what I call La Jolla. I know. So, my grandma was from Japan, and they are superstitious. She had so many superstitions, I couldn't keep them straight. She was just always like, don't put your purse on the ground. Did you see blood in your dream? Put salt outside your door. Always superstitions. But how crazy is it that they got two of them in, like, not too far away from each other? Like, that's super weird. I caught a mud puppy once on a trot line. Later, my grandfather told me it's not a fish, they are salamanders. Salamanders are just as poison. Oh, snap. Oh, keep those away from me. Steph looks good tonight. Did she send a picture? All right. Alrighty, so our next story, this is from 2 weeks ago, and this is from, let's see, LA, I guess, so Southern California again. So family stunned after finding naked man living under grandma's El Sereno home. All right. You're going to take a picture for me? Okay.
Weird news of the day. A family stunned after a naked man found living under their house. Assignment manager Mark Lou's at the desk with details. Mark, you can't make...
Okay, so I know I did a live a few months back, probably almost a year ago. I think it was maybe around Halloween last year, on frogging and naked frogging. I feel like that is bringing it to a whole new level.
Some of these up.
Jamie, the details here are just incredible. A 93-year-old woman with dementia living in this small home had been telling her family...
Did he say the details were incredible? What incredible is about a naked man living under grandma's house?
For months that she thought she was hearing an animal under her home. Turns out it was an adult man living under there. And last night, the LAPD SWAT team had to use gas to get him out. Now I want to show you some video. You're going to see here that man, they're describing him as a barricaded suspect being treated by LA City fire paramedics near the back of an ambulance on Locke Avenue in El Sereno. Now, LAPD officers were called here after the family of a 90-year-old woman who lives in a home on the street complained of loud noises coming from under there, that crawl space.
Oh, goodness. So, yeah, frogging is like a whole thing. It's pH frogging, like pH fat. Oh, you covered this one, Emmy? And it's a whole, like, thing. Like, there's people that just live in your crawl spaces. And they come out, they eat your food, they, like, wear your clothes. They live in your house. No, thank you.
The family said she'd been complaining for months, but they all thought it was just an animal living under there. Well, last night around 9 o'clock, the noises became so loud, and at times the woman said they sounded like a human voice. So the family called LAPD. Officers showed up and found a man living under the home, and he was naked and he wouldn't come out of there. So the SWAT team was called. They ended up using gas to get him to finally exit the area under the home. He was taken into custody, sent to the hospital for treatment. And after the gas cleared, officers went under there and found food and blankets under the home. It was clear that man had been living under there for a while. Now, the 93-year-old woman had to wait for all of that gas to clear out of her home and wasn't able to get back in there until about 4 this morning. Now the family says they're going to board up that area.
Yeah, so there was actually a story that I heard. There's like a whole, I think, documentary series about different frogging stories, but there was one that happened near my house, and the person was like coming out and eating their cupcakes, and even had like a cat down there with him, but like was living in their floorboards. This isn't that uncommon. There is a woman who was caught living in the roof of a grocery store sign. I know. I mean, I feel like especially like with how many there are in the houseless community, and like, I mean you got to get out of the cold. It's wild. They think he was naked because he didn't want to get his clothes dirty. What? You're under a house, sir. They are bound to get dirty. It's not super like clean under there. All right, so this was 10 days ago. Emmy may have, this might be another story you shared, so I apologize. So this is 4 arrested in California allegedly staging bear attacks to receive insurance payouts.
Three men say they had their cars broken into in Lake Arrowhead 3 times by one bear.
Okay, first of all, this lady's news voice. They say they had 3 times.
Or so they say.
Assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk. And Mike, this was all caught on camera, right?
Yeah, the whole thing was there's security camera video. These 3 men say that the bear did $140,000, a little bit more than that, in damage to their 3 cars over a series of nights. I want to show you that video that was these 3 men then turned into their insurance companies. And you can see the car there, and you can see what they say is a bear rummaging around in the front seat.
Okay. Does that look like a bear? Can we zoom in? I don't know if we can zoom in.
We have video of 3 different cars, including a Mercedes G-Wagon, this Rolls Royce, and another car as well. And they claim that that's the bear that is inside doing all of that damage. They have video of all 3 of the cars. You'll see this is the second car here. And then this is the damage that they say was done by that bear. You see
I'm sorry. No. No, sir. If a bear actually wanted to make these scratches, there would be full-on tears. Not these little tiny scratchy marks. Like, no.
To be scratch marks, but when they gave all this information to the insurance company thought it looked a little strange. So the California Department of Insurance looked into it,
you think?
and strange it was. Look at what the California Department of Insurance found. A bear suit. Turns out the California Department of Insurance says the men were dressed up as a bear in this bear suit, climbed into their own cars, and allegedly created the damage. They then tried to pin it on the bear, according to the California Department.
They tried to pin it on the bear. The bear didn't exist.
Department of Insurance, but their insurance companies weren't buying it. And upon further investigation, this is what they found, that fake bear suit. Now today, the California Department of Insurance says all 3 of those men have been arrested for their role in what they call insurance fraud. And now the California Department of Justice is investigating this. The San Bernardino County District Attorney's Office is prosecuting the case. Guys?
Those bear claws go a lot deeper, don't they?
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, just a little bit. That seat, I mean, I know you guys know this. We're not stupid. That seat would have been toe up from the flow up. I know, poor bear. They're blaming the bear. Shit. They're going to prosecute the bear? Just kidding. Okay. So, oops. Goodness gracious. This next story is a little cheesy. Oh gosh, hold on. I forgot to check how long ago this was. Okay. So 3 weeks ago, so the Great Cheese Robbery, cheddar worth, oh goodness gracious, I'm gonna have to see how much that is. 300,000. Okay, so I think this equals 914,000 US dollars. Right, because that's pounds. Oh no, it's almost 600,000. What denomination is it? Yep. Is it pounds? So I did 300,000 pounds in the $2. It said $375,914.98. So that much worth of cheddar is stolen from a London shop. That cheddar better be the better cheddar, is all I gotta say. Okay. All right.
The shop's still open, but behind the scenes at Neil Yard's Dairy, they're still counting the cost of what's being called the Great Cheese Robbery.
Now, you're going to think I'm joking, but I'm not. There has been a great cheese robbery.
There's been
a shocked Jamie.
There's been a great cheese robbery.
Oliver taking to social media to talk about the massive cheddar theft. 22 tons of it stolen, worth 300.
22 tons of cheese stolen and nobody saw it? What? It's he's like, you got my cheese, yeah, I got your cheese, you got my cheese for the cheese. But let's just make sure we heard that right.
Oliver taking to social media to talk about the massive cheddar theft. 22 tons of it stolen.
22 tons of cheese. How does that just go, I mean, not go missing, obviously, but it was stolen. I mean, I guess I'm getting too ahead of myself. I should.
Worth £300,000.
So if anyone hears anything about posh cheese going for cheap, it's probably some wrong-uns.
Posh cheese going for cheap.
And at Neil Yard's Dairy in the West End, both bafflement and shock from shoppers.
What do you think of the cheese there?
I think it's absolutely disgusting.
What do you think of the cheese theft?
And at Neil Yard's Dairy in the West End, both bafflement and shock from shoppers.
What do you think of the cheese there?
I think it's absolutely disgusting. I think, well, words fail me, really.
Words fail me. How dare they steal that cheese? I mean, words are failing me because I don't know how they stole that much cheese.
I wasn't surprised because people will literally steal anything these days, won't they? If it's not nailed down.
It's outrageous.
Yeah, true
Stealing
that.
cheese. I can't imagine why somebody would do something like that.
These people are like getting right up in the camera. They are like, I mean, it's a good camera. We could see everything.
I mean, what are they going to?
But like, why is she getting like right up in the camera? I'd be like, back off. Oh yeah, what are you gonna do with that cheese? Is there a cheese black market? Is there a Cheesy Farms like the Kiwi Farms? Just kidding. I just learned about Kiwi Farms. That shit sounds scary.
To do with it? I mean, Swiss fondue. I don't know where you put the cheese. Where you keeping it? Why is it being held?
Yeah, where are you keeping it?
Freezer in your basement?
Tell me know where the cheese is, please.
Yeah.
This cheese robbery was actually a sophisticated scam
I
that
know.
started months ago. In July, the
shit,
dairy
months
received an email request from an
Oh,
agent
fuck.
posing as a supermarket distributor.
Oh, it started with a cheese scam. Neil's Yard receives email requests from France.
In France. By September, the contract and order was ready, and at the start of this month, the cheddar delivery was taken to a North London warehouse where the contact chain was broken and the rolls of cheese have not been seen since.
Oh my God. Okay, so do I have this right? They pretended to be like a vendor that wanted the cheese, and then they just didn't pay for the cheese?
This happened. Yeah, slightly surprised.
Emmeline Taylor is a crime lecturer and podcaster.
I imagine that this has been moved out of the country very quickly to be sold on into other networks in other countries where it won't be as known what this product actually is and the fact that it is stolen.
The 950 rolls of cheese came from artisan cheesemakers, but despite the theft, Neil's Yard Dairy has paid its suppliers. So the company is taking all the hit.
Oh, shit.
And from Neil's Yard to Scotland Yard, this is now a police matter.
to
the Met
Scotland
confirming
Yard.
they're working with international
From Neil's Yard to Scotland Yard. That's funny.
authorities to find the cheese robbers. Rags Martel, ITV News.
Fucking cheese robbers. How dare they? But yeah, what are you doing with that much cheese? Yeah, I agree. It's probably going on the cheese black market because that's just where that shit goes. Okay, let's see. What I think we have 2.5 more stories. Okay, so this next one comes out of Oregon 3 weeks ago. Probably supposed to be like Halloween news, I'm guessing. So Harry Potter, a hoary bat, takes the crown in this year's contest, defeating Lestat, a western-footed bat from Ohio. So Oregon bat wins national beauty contest. Okay.
Well, check this out. A bat from Oregon takes home the crown in this year's Bat Beauty Contest.
Aww.
This is Harry Potter He's a Howry bat. In the final round of the competition, he defeated Lastat, the western small-footed bat from Idaho. This victory marks the 3rd year in a row a bat from Oregon has taken first place in the contest.
Hell yeah.
The Bureau of Land Management runs the competition every year during International Bat Week.
Hello, did. Oh, okay. But how cute is Harry Potter? Let me go back. Look at him again.
Well, check this out. A bat from Oregon takes home the crown in this year's Bat Beauty Contest. This is Howry Potter. He's a Howry bat.
Okay, I just wanted to pause it here because, okay, so Harry Potter beat, let's see, that's 2024. So Oregon has won the last 3 years, or there's Oregon in Washington? Harry Potter, I know. Oh, Kate, I thought you said Harry Potter, and thought this was going to be a whole different story. And now, isn't that how you say it? Hoary? He's a hoary bat. He's a fucking hoe for show. Massive bunker of rats. So Bureau of Land Management Bat Beauty Contest champion. I think they're cute. All right, so that one was quick, but I thought it was definitely needed because they're cute little guys. Okay, so this one is older, but I just thought it was funny because the holidays are coming up. So this is 7 years ago. Holiday artichoke tip goes terribly wrong on air. Okay.
Been sharing our holiday treats. Leslie on tap this morning.
Yeah, it's not supposed to look like that.
There's a whole story here. So what is this?
Okay, first thing, is that a Baskin-Robbins spoon that they're using?
Okay, so this, it's like I didn't want to bake it. I've been busy, so I didn't want to make anything, but my family was all freaking out. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. This was plan A.
So she's like, this is not what I originally intended, but this is what the fuck we got with my Baskin-Robbins spoon.
This is my favorite Christmas thing.
Well, then,
oh. Here's the Safeway wrapper.
Oh, thank you.
It's Christmas cake.
Fruit cake, yeah.
Okay,
From
but
Safeway.
you wanted to make some of that.
I love that.
So this is bought.
Seriously, well.
And that's a is that a Baskin-Robbins? No. Maybe they just had like pink like party wear.
I made it and then Safeway packaged it for me.
Right.
So that's really my favorite
Okay, so that's what you want to do.
But
Let's
my
talk about
family's
what
all
what is that?
freaking out because you need to make something. Everybody's making something. So they all got together and they sent me this recipe and I'm going to make you guys try it. So this is artichoke dip. Okay, so you think that that's okay, right? Is that too much for you, George?
That's a lot.
Do they like know about it already? They seem hesitant.
I can't do this.
How does it smell, Scott?
How does it smell?
Or something.
Okay, that is never a good way to have somebody try something. How does it smell?
It smelled like a barn. But we're not being rude. We have
No,
right to be
it didn't
nervous
work out. I'm
because it
telling
didn't
you right
work.
now.
Sorry.
This did not work out. It's artichoke dip.
Too much. That's Is it edible?
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Yeah, at first I'm like, well, it's not that bad, but the vinegar.
But
the
there's
vinegar.
no
The vinegar. Why is there vinegar in your artichoke dip, ma'am?
vinegar in there. So here's what happens.
Oh my god.
That's like all that I can taste.
He's like, no. He's like, I can't. He's like, no, I can't. It has to go. Oh my god, what did he grab?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Okay, so like it's got.
I'm not trying to be rude here.
It's okay. I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
Oh.
It's artichoke dip, but
And this is on air? Like, what is happening?
something went terribly wrong. Okay, so first of all,
Doing that.
It burns. She said it burns. Oh my god. It burns.
the vinegar burns.
The vinegar burns.
There's no vinegar. Do you think some?
There's no vinegar. Why are they tasting vinegar if there's no vinegar? I have questions.
Something is off? Like, do you think maybe the
Oh shit, sorry.
artichokes are off?
Do you think maybe the artichokes are off? Did you not check your artichokes before you made artichoke dip for other people? Holy shit.
Well, okay, I didn't have a lemon, so I just cut up an orange and put that in there.
Oh, okay. She didn't have a lemon, so she just cut up an orange. Alrighty. That is not the same. I'm sorry.
And then I didn't know what spices to put in, so I put celery, salt, and oregano in it.
Oh.
This is where the little bits.
Okay. So her family sent her a recipe, and she obviously did not follow the recipe because she sounds like she is improving this whole time, this whole thing.
Of chemistry playing, Leslie. Things didn't combine properly.
So, how are you enjoying it, Amber?
It burns.
It burns.
It was watery here.
Okay, do we secretly think that she hates all of her coworkers and this was a prank?
Feels like there's vinegar.
But there's no vinegar, so I don't get it.
Burns. There's no vinegar, so I don't get it. Holy crap. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we are going to end with... Oh, did I lose it? Okay. You know, I think we might skip this one. Let me see if I have one more. Do we know how all the monkeys got recaptured? Remember all those monkeys that got that escaped? Were they all found? We'll do this one because of, I don't know if, crap. Calm down, YouTube. My YouTube is just like playing whatever the hell it wants. Okay, we'll do this one because I had this on deck and I don't know if Emmy's still here, but she just saw Wicked. I heard most were caught, but not all. Okay. Okay, so this was 2 weeks ago. The ruby slippers from the Wizard of Oz are for sale nearly 2 decades after they were stolen. So I didn't know that the ruby slippers were ever stolen. Hold on. I always forget to share the tab first and then expand, and then it doesn't take up your whole camera or screen. All right.
The most iconic shoes in movie history are going up for auction.
And they are expected to earn some big bucks. So we're talking about those.
Yep, the lion suit was found in a dumpster. What?
Ruby red slippers, you know, the ones worn by Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz. Well, they're being sold along with other movie memorabilia. This is one of the 4 surviving pairs from the 1939 film.
I didn't know there were 4. How about that? So this pair gained notoriety back in 2005 when they were stolen from the Judy Garland Museum in Minnesota. Bet you didn't know there was a museum either. The FBI recovered them in 2018. Online bidding has already started with prices passing $1 million.
Wow, $1 million.
Just want to say thank
Oh, that was quick. Fuck. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's cover it. This one's a little bit longer. We'll do this one and then we'll kind of head out. But the squirrel. Do we want to cover the squirrel? I don't know. That actually sounds sad. We'll just cut it off there. That leaves us on a good note. I saw Wicked a couple years ago. Okay, so long story short, my husband's mom, that was her favorite movie, and she has passed. So he basically has a Wizard of Oz half sleeve. So we went and saw Wicked together a couple years back. I mean, we'll probably watch the new Ariana Grande one too, just, to watch it Although, obviously, it's not going to be, you know, like the original movie, but we shall see. So, how are you guys doing? Cheech and Chong were idols. Yeah. Hell yeah, they were. I know K-Brace was going on about the Cheech and Chong. They probably threw it away after they went through someone's car. At least they were smart. I think he was joking, kind of like the bear costume. So, well, thanks guys for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you have a great rest of your night and Sunday. So I should hopefully be live again before the holiday. Tomorrow I do have family stuff. I'm so excited. My littles, my niece and nephew are headed up, so get to spend time. So hopefully you guys can have a relaxing day or evening or night or whatever you may have after this. I will probably see you around. Please hit the like, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it moving. We're the revolution. Can you hear the sound? We're not back in town, know what we're doing.